Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Daryl. Thanks so much for joining us. It's nice to have you guys dial in this morning. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the new target marketing programs and how they can help you make some digital dollars and drive new leads for your clients. This recording and deck will be shared later in the Resource Center. And so if you need to share it with anybody at your property or at your office, please do so. So today we're going to talk about some things we've teased a little bit in earlier presentations as we were rolling out new products for fall. But we're going to drill down on the new mobile geofencing program that has added behavioral targeting and mobile landing pages, a full screen landing page that goes with the campaign. So this is on a new network that is, we think, a nice upgrade over the Simplify platform that we had been using. We're going to also talk about new social media bundles using video. The power of video and social, just it seems like daily there's new information being released about how that delivers optimal results. So we're going to talk about that. Talk about something called weather ads, the ability to deliver ads based on changes in the weather, which looking outside right now, we've got about 6 inches of snow on the ground up here. So you can think about advertisers that would like to know and have ads ready to go due to changes in the weather. Heating and cooling contractors, for example, would be great for Wisconsin this time of the year. We're going to talk about the combination of search engine optimization, pay-per-click, and adding retargeting as an option. We're going to talk about Spotify, a new way to sell ads around podcasts and different genres of music. So we're going to take a look at that. We have a new program for direct mail and email site retargeting, where we're able to identify anonymous visitors to your clients' websites and then deliver direct mail and email to them after they've left that site. And finally, we're going to finish with some new target marketing procedures for booking new orders and a slight increase in tap clicks pricing. We're going to talk about why. So as you guys know, we offer a wide variety of digital target marketing. We've always done the search and site retargeting and the mobile geofencing, of course, a wide variety of targeting options on social media. We certainly are Google AdWords certified, Bing certified to run your search engine marketing, streaming media, whether it's YouTube, video networks, now adding Spotify, or even connected TV. We've always done a lot with email. So these are sort of your toolbox of digital targeting products, and not every product makes sense for every client. So of course, it's always good to do that needs analysis and find out who they're trying to reach. Of course, we're always here to help you put those proposals together if you're not sure which combination of products makes sense for your client. But the beauty of all these digital products is, you know, we're leaving our digital footprints behind all over the internet, right? And we know what consumers are shopping for. We know what they're interested in buying because they're basically telling us that based on the keywords they're searching and even their physical location, which we're going to talk about with geofencing. So when you're talking to your clients, it's great to help them envision that all this data that consumers are leaving behind that we can use to deliver ads. So a common talk track might sound something like this. You know, Mr. Advertiser, if I could show you a way to get your business seen by people who are actively online, already searching for your products, or people who maybe looked for your competition or even been physically in their store. Or what if we could target people who shared common traits and looked like your best customers, or those that visited your website and left without converting? Would that be of interest to you? And of course, the answer is yes, because we've just described consumers that are in the market for the products and services our clients have to offer. So unlike certain types of advertising, and we'll pick on the billboard industry, you know, you stick a sign up by the road and thousands of cars drive by and only a fraction of those cars are interested in that product. With digital, we can serve these ads to people who, based on their behavior, have demonstrated they're a good candidate for those products and services. So I'm sure you have a talk track that you use when you're talking to your clients, but feel free to steal a few ideas from this one. So of course, we're going to help them get found on the #1 search engine, and actually not just one place, but up to 3 places we can help them. So at the top of search, in their Google My Business listing, there's a new ad position here not many advertisers take advantage of, connecting their pay-per-click campaign to their Google business listing. They must have a claimed listing for this to work. And finally, in maps, we can get them to the top of the map results too. So when you think about advertisers in certain categories that they're working hard to get found on page 1, with this type of advertising, we can get them there overnight. And that's often great to then bundle with our SEO and pay-per-click programs. So, we've showed you in the past that home services presentation. We have a number of these in our resource center. But think about your clients that are trying to get found on page 1 and are very interested in inbound leads, because that's what these programs are designed to do. Now, the pricing shown here, the SEO services bundle, this is suggested retail. This price is good for your typical mid-market, not too competitive of a category. It's best when you're getting ready to quote this to let us run an estimate for you just to make sure that these numbers will work. But we have found in many markets, just a few $100s of pay-per-click will get an advertiser on these first positions, which is great because that's going to result in inbound traffic. So in addition to that, we can add retargeting, and we'll stay on the Google network and continue to serve ads to people based on their keywords. So some retargeting networks don't have access to this Google data. So when we can do retargeting, people who are in the market and have been searching keywords on Google, on the Google Display Network, that's going to end up with a really good result. So it's huge. They reach 92% of internet users on Google properties and off. We can target people. So the weather-based targeting, the whole notion here is that we get the ads ready to run, and with changes in the weather, we can increase frequency and even bids for ads in pay-per-click, display, and in social media. So at the time when somebody's furnace is failing because of a drop in weather or a blizzard rolling through, we can crank these ads up. So at the most likely time that consumers are searching because of this change in weather, we can make sure our clients' ads are front and center. Now these are priced like normal ads. There's a $199 setup fee per campaign to get these ads ready. So some of the key categories, we certainly talked about home services, HVAC, of course that makes sense, but you can see lots of other apparel, for example. That same change in weather might trigger people running out to buy new coats and hats so they don't freeze. So there's lots of different categories here that make sense. So put your thinking caps on, and I'm sure you can think of some clients you have that make sense for these types of ads. So let's talk more about geofencing. Again, we're all walking around planet Earth with this GPS tracking device in our pocket called the smartphone, right? So we know a lot about consumers based on where they're standing on this big blue ball called planet Earth. So thinking about someone trying to target people interested in live music, and being able to serve ads not only around your venue, but targeting competitive venues. And so this is the mobile geofencing new product. The regular ad clicks to open up a full screen ad, a landing page, if you will, and that ad can feature a video It features different clickable buttons. So we can click to get a map, we can click to call, and we can click to their website. So all of these buttons are trackable. So now we're giving the advertiser a report that not only talks about impressions and clicks, but also how many people called their business, how many people clicked to get directions. So those are great indicators of interest of that consumer. And then we can geofence multiple locations, including the locations of the competition. Now, the behavioral targeting piece here basically adds another layer to the geo-target. So we know a lot about somebody based on where they're standing, where they're shopping, the places they visit, but we can add another layer of targeting with this behavioral element that also tells us of someone's prior search habits and content they've been reading and other behavior that lets us know what they're in the market for. So this layer of targeting adds another way to make sure that the people in that geofence are indeed prospects. The other part of this that's new is the look back targeting, where we can look back 90 days at a location and target consumers who'd been there previously. So again, this is sort of next level geofencing, and it's, I think, going to be something your advertisers are like, and we're seeing better results versus some of the prior geofencing ads. The beauty here, this adds an extra 50 cents per thousand to buy this level of targeting. So previously wholesale was $7, wholesale on this is $7.50 per thousand. That includes the landing page, the full screen landing page. There's no extra design charge for that. It's all baked into that extra 50 cents. So we're going to show you in a minute how this would work for a holiday package. But we think this product is going to be of interest to your clients, and the conversion zone piece is still there. So we're still tracking that walk-in traffic, people who were served an ad and later visit the advertiser. So still offering the addressable geofencing as well. So if we want to get down to the address specific targeting, we can do that. So if your client has a postal list, we can take those physical addresses, feed them into the platform, and target people based on that location. So video, certainly lots going on there. We're going to talk specifically around video in social media targeting here in a sec. But keep in mind that this new mobile geofencing product, if we're creating a video for that client, we can also use that video in the mobile geofencing landing page, which is a nice addition to that bundle. So when we talked about rolling out some of our new social capabilities, one of those was using the story posts, those full screen vertical formats on both Facebook and Instagram. So running ads both in the news feed and in the vertical stories. So the targeting is the same. We're going to be creating two different versions of these videos, one in the vertical format and one in the square format. Now, these can be photos as well. If the advertiser doesn't want to purchase a video but has really good photography, photos can be used in these ad units as well. All the same demographic, geo, interest group targeting is available. We're adding just a new format, and folks are just spending a ton of time in their stories as well as looking in their news feed. In fact, according to this research, folks are checking their stories with the same frequency as they're looking in their news feed. So they're spending a lot of time scrolling left to right and looking at those different full screen images and videos. And of course, it works perfect for advertising. So instead of getting a smaller photo or video, you're getting a full screen ad, and when you swipe left or right, you can showcase multiple photos or videos. So the other thing we've added in the social targeting is marketplace. So I was really surprised to find out that over 800 million people every month are scrolling through Facebook Marketplace. This is sort of the new Craigslist, and it is a lot more easy to navigate. It's got lots of photos, and you can see who you're connected to, the local consumers who are posting these items for sale. You can see in your own backyard who you're connected to, and it just gives folks a greater comfort level when they're purchasing. But when folks are in the marketplace, they are in shopping mode. So if you have an advertiser who sells products and services in their store or online, this is the perfect place to position them, and you can target by different categories, whether it's retail, auto, furniture, electronics, sporting goods, fashion. There's all kinds of ways to target in here. So it's really a good opportunity, and we can add the Facebook Marketplace to any ad buy. So if you're running stories, if you're running in the news feed, we can easily add Marketplace as well. So we're happy to help you close these deals by providing these spec videos. And we've offered this now for over a year. And I think at last count, we've built close to 500 videos in the past year. And we have a lot of those that you can sample. But if you're going to see a client and you're pitching them this product, we are happy to build a free spec video for you to help you close the deal. You just do that through the Resource Center. Go in there just like you would request a proposal, except you're requesting a video spec, and we're happy to put that together. So we talked about streaming audio, the addition of Spotify, and again, the cool thing here is you can target by podcasts. You can target this time of the year holiday music if you want to target different types of music and what people are listening to. These are generally less than $3,000 retail. We've quoted a few out, and so that's it's not as inexpensive as say social media, but it's a pretty unique format and includes free audio ads. So they'll produce ads at no extra cost for these 30-second spots on Spotify. So one caveat, they are DMA targeted, so you can't target zip code level. So you need to target at least a local DMA. And so if you're in a huge metropolitan area, that may be a little bit more reach than a smaller advertiser wants. But in a lot of markets, mid-sized markets, that's going to be a really nice opportunity. So I mentioned the postcard retargeting. This is another new product that combines offline and online. The cool thing about this is we can identify anonymous visitors to the advertiser's website and then begin delivering postcards to those people, because we're matching the IP address to the physical address as well as an email address. Now, it's not a 100% match. I understand it's about a 50% match rate, but that still means that about half the people that come to your site and leave, Mr. Advertiser, we can deliver a postcard in the mail to in the next 3 days. We can also do some retargeting, package that in with web and mobile and social. So this isn't, because of the printing and delivery costs, an inexpensive product, but for a car dealer, a furniture store, you can all think of those target categories. This $2,500 minimum retail, plus there's a data fee for securing this data. So again, not your most inexpensive product, but for the right advertiser, I think it's going to be of interest. We have postcard samples, if you'd like to see some, that you can take out to your client in a wide variety of categories. And the thing is someone visits your website, they have an interest in your business and service, but many of them leave. Up to 90% of first-time website visitors leave without converting. This online-offline bundle is a great way to get back in front of that consumer who was visiting your site. So, of course, all of this good stuff will continue to be tracked in the dashboard if you so choose. And, of course, we also provide just good old-fashioned Excel spreadsheet reports if not. So let's talk about this holiday package. We've continued to create a bunch of different vertical packages that are ready for your branding, ready for your logo. And one of those is this new holiday package. And we really are putting some of these newer products front and center in this bundle. So when we're talking to advertisers, it's good to help them think visually of all the different ways they can drive traffic to their store and to their website, whether it's from social media, geofencing, streaming media opportunities, even Google search, keyword retargeting, email. We can do email blasts. And of course, when anybody visits their website, we can begin retargeting them across multiple platforms. But one really good way to reach people who are actively shopping is certainly with the new mobile geofencing product. So here we can, in this example, we're geofencing the Miracle Mile here in Chicago, and we're able to serve up this ad and link to the full screen ad and do all the things we talked about through this mobile geofencing bundle. So including identifying each of the stores on the Miracle Mile that make the most sense to this advertiser. So for holiday and targeting shoppers, we can target the downtown shopping district. We can target individual locations. We can target the advertiser store as well as the conversion zone, but also to remind people who shop there to come on back and shop some more. So there's lots of different ways to target. And when you add the behavioral layer, now you're going to know that you're serving ads to people who have been actively researching products and services online. So the conversion zone piece still works here as well. So mobile geofencing for the holidays, even if you ran out and sold this one package for $7.50 retail, that's a good option. But what if we bundled it with Facebook and Instagram? So in this case, we're go ahead and bundling in the marketplace. So now they're going to get newsfeed, stories, and marketplace placement. And you can see the pricing here, $6.95 retail for 15 days. This includes video and includes a chatbot promotion. So I'll show you what that looks like. But the idea is let's leverage all of our tools to really create an interactive promotion for your clients. So again, in Marketplace, we're going to, whatever products and services they sell, we're going to make sure they're in the right categories. So here is the fashion categories if we were sticking with this theme of targeting females shopping for clothing, and we're going to be able to serve their ad right in the Marketplace feed. So that's a good spot for them to be in. These are consumers shopping with an intent to purchase, and it's a good place for the advertisers to be found. Now with the chatbot promotion, and this is just an example of what we could do, we would run this in the Facebook newsfeed. This advertiser is suggesting win a holiday shopping spree. And by giving away this shopping spree, we're going to capture a lot of information about the consumer, and we're going to be able to continue targeting them in this promotion. So in this case, they asked them, what's your favorite part of the holiday season? This little shopaholic said they love Black Friday, and so ShopBot then takes over. And we're able to capture their email address to confirm their entry. Now this is the email they probably signed up with when they signed up with Facebook. So we grab that email address. And then also we can ask them some other questions, and this can help further define what this consumer is interested in, and we can use that for additional targeting. But the point is that the chatbot promotion will drive more engagement in the Facebook newsfeed and capture some great data, including an email address and adding that consumer to the messenger list. So if you're looking for something fun and unique to take out to your local customers, this might be an interesting package. So included, of course, are the story post ads. So these can be photos, these can be videos, but these are large full screen photos. So an advertiser can really promote a lot of different products as consumers are swiping left to right. It's critical they have good photos to really make this work though. So when you're working with a small retailer and they want to promote what's in their store, make sure they have good photography. Hopefully the manufacturer photos that of the products that they sell in their store, they have access to those. So keep in mind that within Facebook and Instagram, there are many targetable categories that make sense for the holidays. Like just the shopping and fashion category, as you can see, lots of ways to target. Also fitness and wellness, whether someone wants to sell a health club membership for the holidays or is already thinking about those January 1 resolutions everybody's going to be making. There's a lot of options for targeting that way. So we've packaged this up here for you in a little sales price grid that you could take out to your clients if you wish. But you can see they can get in on the 15-day flight for $698, and that includes the video production and promotion on newsfeed, stories, and Messenger, includes the chatbot. And does not include the geofencing. So they have a 15 or a 30-day option, or they can come over here and add the geofencing. So for less than $1,000, they get 15 days of geofencing and 3 different targeting tactics on Facebook and Instagram. So this might be an interesting bundle for folks as they prepare for the holiday marketing. Now we even created a handy little calendar here for you. So on the left, you have a couple of 15-day flights. Maybe somebody wants to go right around Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So here's an example of a campaign that would start and run through Cyber Monday. So getting those 2 holidays, big sort of shopping holidays, and then another 15-day flight leading up to Christmas. Or they could do 30 days starting around Black Friday and running right up to Christmas. So there's a way, you got a few weeks here of sales time to get these campaigns set before the holidays kick in full gear. So maybe you have a client who wants to target a little younger audience. We could certainly add a Snapchat option to this. Instagram and Snapchat. Maybe Facebook isn't the right place for some of your advertisers who are really going after that younger demo. And again, videos work great here. We could certainly add in, if depending how deep their pockets are, we could add in some streaming audio around holiday playlists. This might be a nice additional piece to this package. Add in some search retargeting, of course. Email marketing, we can really drill down, and shopping and interests, matching some of those same target categories that were in Facebook. And finally, when people hit their website, we can do some retargeting, driving people back to their site and serving them ads, whether it's in social media, display, mobile. We can reach them out there on the web, including in their Gmail inbox. So this can be part of that retargeting campaign where we include some Gmail retargeting. So these little they look like emails, but they're really ads here anchored at the top of your social and promotional inbox. So another little price tree here, just to give you an idea what these other products, these are right off the rate card. But again, depending on what that customer is interested in, they may want to add some of these other targeting tactics to their holiday buy. But if you just focus on even selling this package here, this is really a really, I think, a well thought out bundle with social as well as the mobile geofencing. So we'll close here just with a few reminders on the benefits of this target marketing. Of course, we're going to reinforce whatever you're running for your client. If you're one of our partners who works for TV, radio, newspaper, this is going to reinforce what you're doing in traditional media. You're going to extend the reach to consumers who may not have seen that traditional message, whether it was print, TV, radio. It's going to increase frequency and awareness. When people see something offline and digitally, it just is more likely to convert. We're going to be reaching those folks in the market, and if they have data, if they have an email list, if they have a postal list, we'll be able to use that for targeting as well. Of course, it's highly measurable in the dashboard, and we're going to optimize that campaign throughout. So when they're running a pay-per-click campaign, we're going to be making sure we're adjusting that campaign throughout to maximize their investment. Video, tell their story with sight, sound, and motion. grow their social fan base, and with these new chatbot promotions, really helping them build their customer database, grabbing email addresses easily, building their messenger list. So that's what's new with the marketing products. And again, we're happy to talk about that in more detail with you one-on-one or with your sales teams. But moving to the changes in ordering, we love when we get target marketing orders from you guys, but many times folks will place an order, but they won't attach any of the assets needed to run the campaign. And the thing is, unlike traditional media where you may reserve space in the newspaper, you may reserve a schedule on air, in the internet world, we're not running out and locking down your spot on the internet. There's most 100% of the time nothing we can do with that order if we don't have the ads. So we're going to ask you to, if you don't have your assets ready, if you don't have the ad units ready at the time of order, wait to place that order when they are ready. So you may be waiting on the client to provide you with the ads. You may be waiting on your own internal resources to create the ads. But unless we're building the ads for you, when you book that order, we're going to ask you to wait until you have the assets, because that way we won't have to keep pestering you to see if the ads are ready. Because turning an order in without the assets, we really can't do anything but wait and then turn around and bug you later for the ads, which is not a good use of our time or your time. When the ads are ready, that's the perfect time to place. So I hope that makes sense. And maybe it's because it's just the difference in online versus traditional media. But we're not going out on the interweb and reserving your place. It's the networks that we use won't even take an ad from us. We can't start placing that order until we have the assets. So if you're not sure how to place an order, Rebecca on our marketing team created a really thorough how-to guide, which is now placed in the resource center in the target marketing section. So if you're ever wondering, everything from, what's the procedure for placing an ad, what are the dimensions and specs for ads, and how they're delivered, this is a great resource. So if you're not sure, spend some time on that. She really did a thorough job putting that together. And so on to TapClicks. So they have had some changes in the way they bill us that are forcing us to bump this up by $5. So it's been $15 for 8 years, right? So this is the first increase we've had on TapClicks. It's now $20 per campaign. And what that does is it still covers all the marketing tactics that you're running. So if your client is buying display, social, AdWords, that's still the flat $20. It's not $20 per tactic. It's $20 for the life of the campaign. And what it does is it leaves the campaign live even after the campaign is done. This will ensure that your reports stay live for 1 month after the end of the campaign to give you plenty of time to download that report. So as you know, the best practice for these is to bundle the $20 fee into the quote you're giving the client. Don't go back to them after the fact and say, oh, by the way, I need $20 for reporting. Of course, that's not going to be, that's not going to sound as good as just having it bundled right in the price. And of course, if you don't want to use the TapClicks dashboard, you don't want that end of the month report, we're happy to provide you with an Excel spreadsheet. Just give us 5 business days after the campaign has ended to produce that report. But probably 95% of everything that runs through our marketing department uses TapClicks, and it's for a reason. It's a good report, it's graphical, it shows the ads, and it's real easy to present a professional looking report at the end of the campaign. So we hope that doesn't cause anybody any heartburn, but literally we're just passing that cost through from TapClicks. It is not a profit center for Guaranteed Digital. So if you have any questions about the products we talked about today, happy to talk with you one-on-one, happy to schedule a call with just you and your team. Peggy and all the marketing folks are standing by to help. So please, we appreciate your time today. And if you have any questions, let us know. And we will be posting this deck in the Resource Center shortly, along with the recording, so you'll have that as needed. Thanks very much for spending time with us this morning, and happy Friday, and enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.